Hey, welcome back to another character breakdown episode. So we're going to be covering Outrider. And before I actually start, I apologize for not uploading more character breakdowns episodes. Just that the Black Ops 3 beta was coming very slow, and I was moving so fast with the actual breakdowns. You know, by the time I finished, it would have been like a month or a month and a half before the actual beta comes out. So I decided, you know what? Let me just die off this series a little bit, and when the beta gets closer, I'll bring it back to life. And today's the day that I actually brought it back to life. And yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, let's get right into it. Outrider was a special unit for the Brazilian Special Forces, but most importantly, she was a hunter with a badass bow and arrow, which is what she calls a sparrow. The sparrow is a very awesome weapon. It makes her really unique. And yeah, let's get right into her first ability, which is called obviously Sparrow. The description for Sparrow is a compound bow that fires bullets with increasing force the longer it is drawn and explodes enemies on impact. Basically, the more you draw the actual bow and arrow, the more range it gets, the farther it can go. Practically, that's what it's saying. Now, the description for the second ability, which is called Vision Poses, tonic poses and pings the surrounding areas and reveals enemies within range. This ability actually reminds me a lot of Black Ops 1's motion sensor, which is just, it does this. It sets out a ping and it lets you know enemies are nearby. Like it's a little room, you know, a little range. It's not gonna be limitless range. It's gonna be just a little area, a certain area where you actually use it, and it's gonna be very useful for knowing if enemies around the corner or somebody's planting the bomb. If it's destroying, you're just hiding in the corner. It can be useful, but it's not gonna be limitless. Now, moving on to some of the pros for Sparrow. And one of the big pros for Sparrow is that it is a one-shot kill, no matter the range. I'm pretty sure even if you don't draw it all the way, it is gonna be a one-shot kill. Now, moving on to the cons for the Sparrow is that it's gonna rely a lot on your accuracy, because if you do miss your first shot, by the time you take out another arrow, you draw it on all the way on your Sparrow, it's gonna take a very long time to reload, and by the time you actually shoot another arrow at the opponent, you're most probably gonna be dead or really heavily injured, but most likely dead, because like I said, it's gonna take a long time to reload. And yeah, guys, you gotta keep that in the back of your mind. And if you do get killed while using the Sparrow, you are gonna lose the Sparrow as well, so you also gotta keep that in your mind. Yeah, just be very careful about using this weapon and be very accurate. Moving on to some of the pros and cons for the second ability, which is called Vision Pose. First of all, the pro is that you can't see around the corners. I mean, you are going to be able to see even enemies around the corner or planting the bomb, like I said. Not for the con, it is going to be, you know, it's going to rely a lot on your timing or if nothing's there. And you got to keep in mind that the time does run out. It's not an infinite, you know, you're not going to activate it for the whole, you know, game. It is going to run out, and you got to keep that in mind. It's going to be a very strategical weapon, and, you know, that. And the second con is that you actually, it's not limitless, you know, it's like a motion sensor, like I said. It's just going to be a certain amount of area. It's not going to be, you know, the whole map. You're not going to know where the whole map, all the enemies are. No, it's going to be that little small area. And yeah, guys, gotta keep that in mind too. For which one I'm going to be rocking with Black Ops 3 beta and the full game come out, most probably, just because it's a bow and arrow, the Sparrow. I mean, it's going to be a really fun weapon to use while everybody's using the normal assault rifles or submachine guns. I'm going to be rocking a bow and arrow. How cool is that? I mean, it's going to be a really fun weapon to use, and I'm looking forward to using it, man. I'm looking forward to shooting some people in the face with my bow and arrow. Feeling like a complete badass, man. Some Assassin's Creed shit right there, man. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys did learn just a little bit more about the character Outrider. Please comment and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I knew it. Come on. I knew it. Oh, dude, what?